Well, hello and welcome to Sold Out here at FUEGA. I'm here with someone so incredible who has inspired me so much. Anna, thank you for being here. I'm literally like peeing in my pants. I'm so excited.
Thank you. Honestly, it's an honor being here. When you invited me, it was like, yes, let's do it. Of course. Thank you. I really admire you. So you inviting me was like,
Babe, and I admire you too. I'm so excited to dive in and talk about everything you're up to. It's been such an exciting journey seeing your audience grow, your business grow. I'm rooting for you. We can start with basically introducing yourself. Who are you? How do you introduce yourself? What do you do? Tell me the whole thing.
well, for anyone out there that doesn't know me, my name is Anna Sarelly. I always like to say I'm a chameleonic being. I don't know if that's even a thing in English, but in my head makes sense. Chameleonic being, I like everything. My problem is I want to do everything and I'm like, where do I start? And I'm all over the place, but I'm a content creator and I'm the co-founder of a makeup brand and also an accessory line here in Mexico, hopefully soon in the US. And yeah, I think I'm just like a creative being enjoying life.
I love it. So I guess, yeah, you have your two kind of entities right now, Sarelly, which is the makeup, right? But then you also have your kind of bag accessory line that you also are, it's more local, right? In Mexico.
Yeah.
I love it. I think it's very cool that you have both accessories and makeup. The makeup seems like you were saying is a bigger thing right now, right? You're focusing more on it. Like you want to expand it to the US, right?
Actually, we started with accessories, with like accessory line, handbags, backpacks, accessories made of nopal leather and vegan leather, which is nopal leather is like a Mexican type of leather made out of cactus. 2 years after that, I mean, at the beginning, we knew we wanted to start with makeup, but makeup needs more funding.
Yes.
And you actually, you have to have the range of being able to sell the MOQs, because makeup is, you cannot do just like, 200 pieces. Like in accessories, you can, but in makeup, MOQs are like 5,000. And one thing is actually having the money to make 5,000 pieces. And another thing is actually having the capacity to sell 5,000 pieces in 2 years, because it goes bad. So in a bag, you can have it like for years there, even though it sells or doesn't sell. If, it wasn't a great product, but you sell it in like 2 years or something, that doesn't happen with makeup. So we started the brand with that, people to get to know the brand. We learned how to have me and my co-founder, we learned to have a business because it was like first time doing all the diligence. And after that, we launched makeup. And in those 2 years, we were actually formulating, because we formulated the beauty brand. And now 75% of our sales, it's beauty.
So I wanted to ask you, you're coming here today on Sold Out. Usually we, customize sneakers. Tell me a little bit about your choice. What were you thinking about the brand, about the silhouette? Like, why did you choose it?
I think this is basic, but we're gonna take out the basic, of course. I mean, I think it's a really comfortable silhouette and it's like thin and you can wear it out and you can actually go out with them, but also can be like super casual. So I wanted my sneakers to actually wear them every single day and to actually be sneakers that I wear either to go out or every day. So I love the silhouette. I think it's a basic silhouette. They're the sambas and I love the little detail, and I think they're perfectly white canvas to do our creative play right here.
Our creativity, we're about to explode. If something could happen from this episode, so like something that you're manifesting, something that you hope to happen, someone to see it, whatever, what are you manifesting? What do you hope to get from this episode?
That if someone was just thinking about creating something and they're scared, either a brand or social media, because at the beginning it can be scary, I want them to feel inspired to like, no, you can fuck it up and still get up and do your stuff.
All right, so let's get started. And what we'll do is we're gonna start with just taking out the laces. We're gonna prepare the leather. We're just gonna put this on the white part. So essentially just rubbing it kind of lightly on the white part so we can absorb the paint that we're gonna put on.
Will I ruin it if it touches a little bit of the suit plant?
I would try and avoid the suede, exactly. Exactly. Vamos a hacer la suela azul, like we're gonna do this part like super blue, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Bright.
So what we're gonna do,
like you said,
Yeah.
Royal blue.
Royal blue or royal regal blue.
How many pairs of sneakers do you do per week or per month?
I would say in total, I've done maybe over 1,500 pairs in my life.
Oh, wow.
A lot of sneakers.
La experta, me encanta.
I'm going to give you some of this amazing dye. This is by one of our brand partners, Angel Us. They're very cool. They're from the early 1900s in the US. And they started actually as leather products and they moved into becoming paints. And now they're kind of like the sneaker customization brand for paints. They're amazing. Be a little careful with this blue because it does stain.
Okay.
So like try not to get it on your skin. Try not to get it on your clothing. And I'll show you here how we're going to do this.
Okay.
When is the last time you picked up a pencil to make something like a pen or like a...
Not that long ago, actually. Oh no, it was long, like Christmas.
Okay, that's not long. That's recent.
I mean, like 6 months. But I mean, pen and pencil always, like creative process. I'm a person that loves to do it first. Like notebooks, I have in Spanish we call it libretitis, which is like the disease of having way too many notebooks.
Yeah.
And I just love getting my ideas first, pen, pencil, paper, and then of course everything digitalized. And now yeah, it works and you can do everything, but yeah. But actually a brush, I think, yeah, Christmas.
This is yours here.
Yes.
So literally what we're gonna do is just put a little bit because a little goes a long way.
Okay.
And you're gonna kind of just like this, like paint across and just get in there. So we have a personal philosophy on beauty, and that is if beauty just like disappeared and didn't exist, what would you do to be beautiful, or what would you do as a profession? Like, what do you think you would dive into?
What I would do personally to feel pretty and beautiful, I think it sounds so cliche, but you know, when you're feeling good, life is going amazing, you just conquered like a milestone that you had and you feel like everything's doing good in life and you feel good and you actually feel pretty. And there's some days that it's like, today's not my day and I woke up in a bad mood and you just don't feel pretty, you don't know what to wear. So definitely focusing on having good days and having like I told you before the episode, like quality thoughts, so my day can actually be amazing, because I think the quality of your thoughts determine how your day goes. So I think I would focus on that. And I would definitely, I know this question as my work line, if I didn't do beauty, I would definitely have a creative agency. I would love having a creative agency. Like
what?
Help brands create content and boost their social media, and probably have like graphic design and like a creative studio to help brands grow and actually like explode that creative side. Because for a brand, it takes a lot. It's also like operations and logistics, because you can have a great product, but if you mismanaged something in operations, like it can go down and everything. So yeah, I think it's like having the perfect balance of, I can help you with the aesthetics and I can help you with the marketing and actually getting people to know your product with the mission of the brand. And yeah, but definitely not operations. That is my co-founder.
That's very interesting, because I think your following seems to just be so loyal, like, and you have also such a high engagement on all of your reels, and I feel like people are very engaged with you online. It's very inspiring. And first of all, it sounds like if the makeup thing doesn't work, like, I think the creative agency is a great route. I feel like there's so many people and brands that have so much to learn from you. And I'm curious how maybe generally you can just shed light on how you got started and how you got to the level that you're at with like this really loyal fan base.
So I started creating content when I was 18 years old. Well, actually before, but it wasn't consistent. Like I started actually consistently when I was 18 years old. Mm-hmm. I started studying industrial engineering. I don't know why. Mm-hmm. I come from a family of engineers and I was miserable. So I changed my career to industrial design. that I was like, oh, am I doing this from a family of engineers? And it wasn't like my parents or someone pressuring me. I think it was the idea of success that I had in my head. It was not for designers. I thought very little about designers. That was really bad, but honestly, that's what I thought. Like, no, I'm not gonna earn a living and blah, blah, blah. So when I actually did the change, I felt peace, but at the same time, I had a lot of time. I started all over again, and yeah, it's just different. Like, the time it consumes to actually like do math and this and that, and it was hard for me in like doing everything engineering.
Yeah.
And I don't know, in design it was like, yeah, I have paint class and I have perspectives and everything, and homework wasn't as demanding as engineering. So I had free time, and that's when I started like, okay, I'm gonna do YouTube videos. So answering your question, I feel like before, YouTube is a platform where people choose to watch your content. They're like, okay, this looks good from the thumbnail. I'm gonna click and I'm gonna watch through. Of course, they can just like log out, but I'm choosing to watch you and to listen to you. And it's a longer format video. They get to actually know your persona, or the persona that you like to pretend or actually be on social media.
Yeah.
And I feel like right now, it's harder with like go viral. You cannot go above 45 seconds of your video and go and have a hook and this and that. Longer video format, people get to actually know your personality. And I know, I mean, you can also do it with short format content, but I feel at that time, it's not a For You page where, oh, I bumped into you and the app and the algorithm decided that this was meant for me and I just swiped. It was like, okay, people clicked. I like that. Okay, I like, and it started recommending more, and I decided to click on it. So it was like creating, that community, because it wasn't like one day I went viral. It was slow and steady. I've been creating content for 11 years now. So it was, 1,000, and like, I don't know, like Mariana, she's always on the comments, hi Mariana, how are you? And like, I know, and she's always commenting, like, shout out to Mariana, and she's here, and thank you, and blah. So it was just like a nice hobby. And I feel like I did also a lot of vlogging. So in vlogging, people actually saw a little bit of like what I was going through or living. So I also feel like that type of content creates a lot of community rather than just, I don't know, other type of short format that I'm here for the product or this for that, or maybe I don't speak, like there were just blogs for people to get to know you. So I feel like that also helped in creating a really nice community.
So you're growing up in Monterrey, right? Northern Mexico.
Yeah.
And you're making makeup tutorials. And you just love doing makeup, and you show people how to use certain products, and how to engage with, their own face, right? How to paint their face. I'm curious, like, when there was a moment where you really saw that there was like potential to really grow it, like when you started to kind of reach your success, like what was that first moment of success, like that first 1,000 views or that first outreach from a brand? Like, I'm curious, like that first moment.
I think there were two moments. The first one, I get so excited when I had my first hate comment. It wasn't like, they're telling me this, oh, you're horrible and your makeup skills are hideous. Yay! I got a hate comment. This is like a big thing. This means I'm growing, because you don't get hate when no one watches you.
I love that.
So I was like, okay. I got excited. I remember I was calling my mom like, Mom, I got my first hater. She was like, oh, okay. Yeah, amazing.
You're like, my daughter is so weird. Why does she like haters?
Yeah. And the second moment was when a brand approached me. They're like, yeah, we can get free products to you and you can make a video. I got so excited. I didn't know that I could live and actually earn money from that. It was my hobby. I did it for fun. So free product for doing something on my free time, of course. I was like, yes. And then one brand was like, we're gonna pay you. And I was like, no way. I'm not even like, I couldn't in Mexico, you have to be like on SAT and actually like make that invoice, and everything is quite different. The
ID number.
Yeah. Good. I was like, how do I do that? So I started asking my mom like, hey, how do I do this and that and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, that's when like, okay, I wasn't like, I'm gonna live from this. It was like, if it's a side money, that's amazing. But there was a point where I was like, oh, okay, I need an accountant and I need this and that because I don't know what to do. And I still live with my parents. So I was like, okay, I have savings now. What should I do with this? And that's when like, okay, this can actually be like a thing and live and actually move out of my parents' house because I think I can have money for a rent now. That's when like, okay, I'm gonna pursue these.
And then what? And then what was maybe your transition into social media like from YouTube? Because you started on YouTube and then you obviously transitioned, right?
Yeah, I think it was quite natural. I mean, everyone was like, oh, everyone's using this new platform, this and that. So at the same time, my focus was on YouTube, but I always uploaded a picture like, hey, go watch my YouTube video here and there, but it wasn't like a thing. And then a lot of people were already having great numbers on Instagram when Instagram was like, you got recommended random people in your For You page and horrible filters.
Yeah, when the algorithm was real.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I say.
So actually my hardest transition was years later when TikTok arrived and I was just starting my company. So I was like, I do YouTube and I do Instagram and now there's like this and that. So now I have to also do TikTok and it's like a third platform that you have to have the little nuances. It cannot be like literally the same, like the algorithms are different and the platforms are different. And also having like the full-time job because I thought like having my company was going to be a side hustle. And when you start, you're like, oh no, this is a few with your job. So like, I can't. So I think that for me was the hardest transition because I was like, I need the day to be like 36 hours. Shall I start on the light blue one?
Yeah. So I made us some color here.
I think I fucked up this sentence.
That's fine. We can also cover it and we'll go back in with some alcohol. I think I want you to use a thinner brush. That's maybe a little easier for you to use here with the light blue.
Thank you.
I mean, for someone like you, I would say also for me, making content as an entrepreneur is like a second nature, right? Like it's easy for us. But I'm curious, like there's so many people that are entrepreneurs that creating content and always like reverting to being on social media and documenting everything isn't always so natural. I'm curious like what advice you have for entrepreneurs that maybe aren't content creators.
I feel like if you really don't like being on social media, you don't have to. There are OGCs, there's people who actually really like it because if you don't like creating content, it shows that you're forced to do it. I can tell when a lot of companies and you see their social media, they're forcing the girl from sales like, hey, this, you can actually tell by their faces. And like, so, I mean, if it's not your thing, it's totally fine. I mean, don't get me wrong. When you're trying to grow your company, my philosophy is like, even though I don't like it, like in everything in life, there's some things that I'm not gonna like to do, but they're gonna take me
to the next level.
To the goal that I'm looking for, and like actually growing my social media, people getting to know, connecting. If I want people to actually know my brand, okay, so maybe I'll do a couple of videos, maybe do them your style. Okay, I don't feel comfortable doing trends or dancing or whatever, or been doing skits. I know a lot of people naturally, their personality is like, yeah, I'm gonna be funny like this on camera, and they feel more comfortable. I also think being in front of a camera is also a thing of practice. It's not something you're born with it. You're naturally good on camera. My first videos, I was so embarrassed and I was talking to myself to the camera like, everyone go out. I cannot actually film a story, people watching me. I felt like, like the first time is just weird. I think it's like going to the gym. The first times you're gonna hate it and you're like, oh, I don't take progress. But then you become habit and you always become better when you do something so many times. So just get out there, start filming for your close friends, start filming for your family, send it to the group chat, to the family chat. What do you feel? They're gonna laugh. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be like, and that way you can start getting comfortable being in front of a camera, because I know there's people that they cannot even film themselves. They're like, I cannot watch myself. Like, you're gonna feel comfortable listening to your voice on videos. It's always weird when you actually listen to a voice note of yourself or a video of yourself. So just start practicing, because it's not something you're born with it. It's something of practice. Like makeup is also something that takes practice and hours of practice. It's not like you're born being good, like also doing this, like you become better once you like do sneakers a lot. And
of course, I think it's a muscle. Exactly. You need to exercise that muscle to gain that skill.
Definitely. So you can practice that, and you can also do the content. I don't know if you feel comfortable just saying, hey, I'm the co-founder, and like, honestly, what's the mission of the brand? And you can do that type of content, and that makes you feel more comfortable, because you're speaking about your passion, your baby, your product or your company, and you can live the trends of virality and all of that to the UGCs, to someone that you hire that actually their job is being good in front of the camera and editing and stuff like that. So I just want to tell like people, if you really hate it and you tried it and you feel super uncomfortable, you don't have to. I don't think everyone has to, because like if you have a new brand, now you have to be on camera. It's like, I'll try it if it helps, but if I already tried it and I really don't enjoy that, I can just hire someone that actually do that, and I know I have another skill that I'm going to be really good at.
I love it. I think you're right. I mean, I feel we live in a climate where if you're not if like you're a founder of a brand and you're not showing your story and behind the scenes and about you, it's detrimental to the success of your brand, you know? And so a lot of people feel that pressure to, you know, be like an influencer, you know, and be the person who's documenting, but it's less natural for them. I'm curious, like, what's your process now? Because I'm also like, I'm trying to, let's say, build my personal brand. And that's something that everyone is always like telling me. And I think in general, creators and entrepreneurs, how do you curate like what you're going to be making reels for? What are the brands that you say yes to versus no to? Is it all about how much they pay you? Is it about brand loyalty? Is it about now kind of only promoting, let's say, your brand?
So when I was a full-time content creator, I had weekly sessions of ideas that I wanted to do, pen, paper, not iPad. Like I told you, I have libretitis. So I just write everything down. So I start from the idea like, okay, what do I want to communicate today? And also data. Which videos are doing really good? Which one had the better views and which one had a longer watch time? Like YouTube, since like years ago, you can have that information. And right now, all of the platforms give you for free that information. If you upload a video, even if it's just 1,000 views, 1,000 views is way more than the previous one that was 900 views or 700 views. Yeah. So it's like, okay, what did I do in this one? Maybe like, okay, maybe at the beginning, it was more colorful, less, like silent takes in between stuff, or like maybe they like this type of content. So you start creating, if it works, and if you see a pattern that all of them are like, okay, they're having higher views, people like this type of content. So I created like a series, like, okay, people, I know they're liking that type of content because I saw the data, those that were getting higher views. I created 3 more similar videos and they also did really good. Okay, people like that. And I actually telling people, every Thursday, I'm gonna have this type of video. So like you can tune in like, oh, today's Thursday, you were waiting for the wedding makeup and it was Thursday of wedding makeup or Thursday of skincare, and actually creating a series of something that from data it's working. It makes people come back. It makes them more loyal to make them their community. So I started doing that and I incorporated that data to like those weekly ideas that I was trying to do. Also, like what inspired me that day, maybe I saw a video, a movie, like, oh my God, that's so cool, I just want to make a video about this. So I wrote down my ideas, which one were like high productions, which one I could do like way faster. So I was like, okay, this week I can do this is that, edit this is that. I used to upload 3 YouTube videos per week and like 3 pictures on Instagram per day. I was crazy. Like I was like, if this is my full time, this is my full time. So every day I was creating, editing content, and the weekly ideas. And once that idea was like, check. Okay, next.
And so this data, are you getting it from previous videos of yours or other influencers or both?
When I first started, I think like any brand, I think that I did that unconsciously, but being on social media and actually growing as an influencer or whatever, it's a company, it's a brand, like that's going to be a brand. So why am I going to buy your brand, or why am I going to watch your videos when there's tons of videos like that? Like, what's going to be your differentiator? So you actually have to think, like, when you're creating a product, if I'm doing a lip product, why am I going to buy yours if I already have a great products and great price from Elf, this and that, and L'Oreal? Like, you actually have to think about that before creating content. Like, what's going to be my thing? What are people going to know me for? So for me, it was that the type of makeup aesthetic that I was looking for. I couldn't find videos in Spanish with that aesthetic. The videos that were on YouTube at the time, they were not my type of aesthetic. And I always watch YouTube videos from English speaking creators like Jacqueline Hill and everything like that, like the starters of YouTube. So I love that. And I was like, okay, I can do that. And especially everything was super curated, like the lighting, and they never zoomed on their eye makeup, because when you're doing an eye makeup at the beginning, it can look quite messy. And you're like, you have to trust the process. You have, and I know right now with TikTok and new generations, that's what actually people like that's what people are doing always, like, hey, this is raw, this is it, trust the process, it's gonna be like that. But back in the day, everything was like millennial aesthetic, and
perfect. And
I know soon because they're gonna see the fallout, and they're gonna see my sits, and they're gonna see my pores. So I was like, I cannot tell if you're actually blending the crease and you're going downward or not. So I was like, fuck that. I need like grades, and so all of my videos have like macro. So I'm like, yeah, I know I look heated, but you have to see that it's 2 centimeters below, because if not, it's gonna look messy. Your cut crease is not gonna look good. So I was like seeing the comments and everything in my first viral video. I think that was like my differentiator at the time. So just find your differentiator. You don't have to reinvent life. Like, we're all girlies. We like makeup, and makeup is like just your thing, something that gets your personality that people want to watch, or maybe more behind the scenes, or maybe super created and everyone's like, wow, their videos are like filmmakers. Like, that's the thing of some people. So just find the thing that floats your boat.
I love it. That's great advice. And I guess we can also have a moment of celebration and kudos that you were recently at the Business of Fashion and Beauty summit, I guess, right?
Yes. Business of Beauty Summit. Thank you.
So cool. And I know that recently, Hailey Bieber was there, who had just sold her company for like $1 billion
dollars to else. That was like
insane.
And she was there where we were like, oh my gosh,
goals.
Yes.
So like, did you meet her? How was that? Also, I know that you spoke kind of, I think, a few sessions before her. So tell me about like that session of speaking, and just curious about the whole thing.
Yeah. So Business of Fashion just started doing Business of Beauty Global Summit, which is an annual thing where brands also apply and they can get awards if they have a differentiator. They're doing they're doing something different in the beauty industry, and they're like great brands people have to know. So awards with brands, they help you boost your brand, get better deals, and also you're in the right place with the right people, from the buyer of Sephora, of Ulta, of L'Oreal, of everyone. So it's also to make great connections. So if your brand is there, the people who you want that act to see your brand, they're gonna be there. So you apply it, and so it's also an award thing. But also they invite people, like I said, like from the industry, because each year they have been doing it bigger and bigger. So the first 2 years it was only for like American, then America, the UK, Australia. So this was the 3rd year, and it's the first year where they do it international, and they have people speaking from Indonesia, halal beauty. It's the thing. And like being here is like, oh no, but actually for the brands that were there, like, oh, maybe L'Oreal is not tapping that market just yet, and they sell a lot in because everyone's Muslim, like halal makeup has to be like a thing. Or like in India, that India has grown exponentially in beauty, like, should I be tapping into that market? So they invite like people from India, from the Middle East, from everywhere. And it was the first time they invite Mexico. So they bridged 2 my team, like my co-founder and I, and they also reached to Noor from Ahora Makeup, another Mexican brand that's like luxury, doing amazing stuff. Also from the CEO of Alta Beauty Mexico.
Cool.
And it was just like, why should everyone should be looking at Mexico right now? And actually, like a platform like BOF giving a space to Mexico and actually like, hey, everyone should be looking at Mexico. It made me feel so proud because like, yes, it's a great country.
Yeah.
And everyone has to know, I mean, you live here, you've seen and you fallen in love with Mexico. Yeah. Like people outside Mexico have a certain perception of Mexico, and it's like, Mexico's cool. And it was more like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening right now. Geopolitical stuff of like, hey, China and the US, they're not doing really good, and Mexico is growing. A lot of people are investing in Mexico and doing nearshoring for America, and Mexico is a great place to do it.
Yeah.
And like, there are a lot of things happening at the moment, and the economy got better, and Mexico is like growing, and there's a lot of new wave of brands in Mexico that are emerging. So it's like, yeah, I think everyone should be looking at Mexico because they're going to be the next big thing. And like Alta deciding to make their investment of the first country they're going to go to outside the US, because right now they only have operations in the US and stores in the US. It was going to be Canada. And then COVID happened and they paused that. And when everything was like, okay, let's open our stores now, they were like, no, it's not Canada, it's Mexico. So it's also great for Mexico, like jobs, investment, this and that. And yeah, we had to talk about that and how the brands that are emerging, like my brand or like Noor's brand, Ahora, like what's important of going global? What do you think Mexican brands haven't been global and what they need to scale and like what we're doing? So it was like a great talk, and I feel really honored to actually be just giving the space to Mexico and giving the space to us. And it was like a first time I went to an event like that. So everything for me was like, oh my God, this and that. And speaking with the buyer from Sephora, I'm like, hi, Anna, I love you. What you said about Mexico, like, she knows I exist. I was like, I think it's one of the best places to be if you have a beauty brand and you want to grow. Like everyone was there, that you want them to see your brand credo and this and that, because sometimes it's really hard just to get the buyers to look at your product.
Of course.
It's like going to retail people, like, yeah, just going to Nordstrom. It's like, it's not just like, hey, Nordstrom, it's me. It's like to actually get the contact of the buyer, for them to give you a chance, to give you a meeting, know my products, and to see the potential. And like, it's not just an email. Sometimes they don't even read the email. So it's like a great place to be if you want to grow a beauty brand.
What was some exciting follow-up from that event for you?
We are really interested to get to all of our Latin fellow members that want to tap into beauty brand and everything. And yeah, of course, we do that in Mexico, but we know there's tons of Latin people and Mexican people in the US, in Canada, everywhere in the world. So it was natural that to go to our mission to actually make Latin and Mexicans feel represented on the beauty shelves, to cater our specific problems, our aesthetic of how we do stuff. Like, I want to feel represented. So it was natural for us, like, okay, let's do Mexico, but we also want to do the US because we know the US has a lot of our fellow Latins. So for that, we met a lot of people that were really good at actually helping you go into retail. A lot of marketing firms there that help brands actually do the right thing, because it's not our home country, and the nuances and also the language, the barriers. So, I mean, we are creating content in Spanish for the US because there's a lot of people that speak Spanish in the US, but still there were also like investment, like VCs right there. We met a VC that were like, hey, they reached out. I know you want to tap into the US and you told me, but we help brands go into Asia, and I think your brand's gonna do great in Asia. We're like, well, we haven't even thought about Asia. You know, they're like, yeah, we also have the same problems of Latin lashes that are like straight, thin, downward, sparse, and your mascara is catered for that problem. So they have the same problem in Asia, and also like the colorful and the branding and everything. So it was like, oh, okay, nice. So yeah, I think just moving the energy and meeting, there are gonna be events that probably you're like, oh, waste of time. But I think it's just like keep trying, because just moving the energy of meeting people, eventually opportunities are going to open.
100%. That's super interesting. And wow, I love that. So are there any like business pivots that you're kind of like considering now? Or is it really just beginning kind of like connecting with these people and understanding like what they're looking for? Like, are you now like expanding into China and I need to know about it, or?
No, I think we're still doing our thing, doing the US. If that's an opportunity that we can actually do, is like, let's try, but let's just not get our finger outside of the, I don't know how you say it in English and Spanish, is like from the, ¿cómo se dice renglón?
Like the pulse?
No, el renglón.
I don't know. Like a button?
Or I need my ChatGPT. You know that now there's going to be a thing what they're trying to do, the ChatGPT, that it's something that you always wear and it's going to listen to you 24/7. So you're like right now, oh, what's the word? ChatGPT, what's the word? And it tells you the word, like your little speaker here. So they're going to know everything. And in real life, you don't even have to like Google it or type it or anything. They're going to know your data from the whole day. Like, hey, remember you have this meeting? You're doing that. That's some like Black Mirror shit.
Wow. What do you use ChatGPT for? Like, give me a breakdown of like what your prompts are. Curious.
So at the beginning, it was just for like basic stuff, like, hey, translate this, do just like. Oh, wow.
My dad.
Like,
my dad too. I know, that was scary, guys. So tell me your ChatGPT prompt.
Oh, yeah.
What do you use ChatGPT for?
So at the beginning, it was just like, yeah, emails and help me get this email to look nice and easy, or like captions for social media. But then I saw the viral tweet of the Shopify guy that sent a letter, the Shopify guy, lol, the CEO and the founder. And he was like, from now on, everyone has to use AI in every aspect. I don't care what you do with Shopify. Just use AI, and I'm not hiring a new person until you can prove to me that with AI, you cannot do the job of that person. And it went viral, like, because he sent it to everyone that worked on Shopify, at Shopify. So I was like, the big brands are doing it. Everyone's doing it. It's a must now. Like, it's a skill you have to learn. So actually I was like, okay, I want to do a brand book. ChatGPT. Everything. I give them access to my Google Drive, to my pictures. Like it was like 3 days of fitting information to ChatGPT, getting to know me and have access to my pictures and this and everything. Create a brand book. And if we're doing right now, like developing product, I think where I use it the most is at the developing of the makeup, because like, okay, give me data. What are people in Mexico actually doing? So first is like the research. ChatGPT helps me so much with research. And then after research, it's like, here's an idea. Here's a picture. Do you think it's going to be good for this market, this and that? Now, I feel like it gives me the vibes of this. No, that's not the vibe I was looking for. So maybe what should I change it? It gives me so much ideas developing product, and some products like, I don't think you're going to do well. Like, ChatGPT, what the fuck?
So insulting.
And sometimes he's like, yeah, I cannot do that. I'm like, what do you mean? Yeah, it's not going to work. You know, you can train your ChatGPT and it replies to how you actually
Right. Yeah.
So, I don't know, my ChatGPT is sassy.
Is your ChatGPT a she?
Yeah, she can be a she.
She can be a she.
Yeah. What do you use AI for?
I'm loving image creation. I have a plugin that I've been really obsessed with called Sora. And it's kind of a more stylized image creator that's a plugin for ChatGPT Premium. You know, the most recent thing I used it for was a really big pitch that I did for Coach. Ooh. And they reached out. They wanted us to do a series of activations and influencer events for a new silhouette that came out. So instead of just kind of describing what we were going to do, because I know with these global brands, they want to see every detail, you know?
Yeah.
So I really created imagery and made the event come to life. Like what the artists were wearing, what they were painting, how the booth design, the hat design, the name label. And I really went into, you know, visual detail on kind of selling this creative project.
And they loved it?
Yeah, they loved it. They loved it. They actually called 15 minutes later. They're like, wait, so did you just make this like just for us? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, oh, wow. Like, and the truth is that really what sets you apart when you're pitching and when you're a brand. It's like you want to be the most competitive, visually appealing, and smart vendor.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is it hard to learn? Because, you know, actually, like, one thing is like, okay, I want to start using AI or ChatGPT, but there's a way to use it, like with that plugin, because I've been looking, like, it pops on my For You page, like the type of content that they say I think I'm gonna like.
Yeah.
It's always about using AI to create images, and I've heard a lot about that plugin to create images. I haven't bought it, but was there like a big curve of learning on how to actually prompt correctly to give the images the way you want it? Like, was it hard?
So, a very interesting question. I think the main kind of player in the space is the, you know, behemoth of Midjourney, right? So Midjourney is a plugin through Discord, and that I still don't have so clear how to use it because it's very much based on syntax and it's a little bit more like coder vibe, you know? But this one, Sora, it's literally like someone just sent me the link. I clicked it. It's an open window on my desktop, and there's a ton of these stylized images that you click on it, you copy and paste like that effect, and then you type in kind of like what you're hoping to create in more detail in English or Spanish or whatever language. And so it's actually extremely simple. It's like, it's super, super simple. And there was almost no learning curve. Like, it was like very easy. It's literally just a link. I'll send it to you after. Like,
Please do.
Yeah,
You inspired me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to do doing that on my pitches.
no, and also what you could do is you can upload photos, let's say, of yourself and say, I want this face of a woman or my face, you know, with these types of makeup. And then you'll have a screenshot of the makeup styles that you're looking for, and it will kind of merge them for you, and it will automatically generate 4 to 8 images. If, let's say, you're putting together a pitch deck of different, you know, free products or, you know, a payment brand sponsorship by L'Oreal or something, of showing them like what your kind of range is of like looks instead of actually doing it. I think it's very cool. You can like generate it on your face.
Also, right now that I was at BOF, there was a whole chat on AI where actually like still how they use the AI and everything. But in beauty, it can be quite tricky because it's like, okay, but I'm not gonna invent a model. Like, yeah, that's how it's gonna look, because it's like, how can I buy a product or like face if this is AI and it looks real, but it's not actually the payoff I'm gonna get? I feel like there's still like a thin line of when is it right to use AI on makeup and when is it not? Because like I don't know, people, I follow you because you do makeup, but if this is AI, like, do you really have the skill? I don't know. It's just like an open conversation of like how AI is changing everything. So actually the big brands have just like a policy of, if it's like product shots and everything, amazing. Never real people. They're not doing AI for models, real people, how it looks. That they do have to take the pictures, but they say like it stepped up their game when creating campaigns and product shots and how it's gonna look and stuff like that.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, there's some authenticity there, right? Like, they want to keep the essence of people more real instead of having it look like it's this AI generated like face.
But even though it doesn't look fake, I think like people, I don't know, it's a little bit deceiving. Like, that's how their foundation's gonna look. It's like, how do you actually know that's how it's gonna look? Because it's AI, you know?
Yeah. So I think you and I connect on this a lot, but like being a businesswoman versus an artist, like how do you navigate that on a daily basis? How do you manage or balance the two sides? Because clearly you're a creator, you're an artist, you want to be painting your face and line work, and you have like a visual essence to you of creation. But then you're also like putting together pitch decks and raising all this money and like building a brand. Like, So how do you balance the two? That's a hard
Great question. At the beginning, don't get me wrong, I think the hardest thing when I first started the business, it was that balancing. I'm a person that grew up in a house where everything has to be perfect and you have to have only A's and you have to be on the honor roll and have the better grade. So I grew up like that. So me actually having that, like, and I'm doing this, and I just checked my whole to-do list and doing everything. That's what satisfied me at the end of the day. So actually it was more than just like, oh, I have the two, how do I balance them? It was tapping into a belief that I had, that I needed, that you're doing great, because I was putting all of the work and doing everything that is needed to grow, but I was letting myself go, hanging on into, I still have to be a full-time content creator, but I still want to be involved in everything of the company. So I got to a point of burnout after the first year and a half. I just talked to my agency, like, I cannot do anything. Just cancel all of my campaigns, cancel everything. Like, I think I cannot keep living like this. My anxiety levels were another level. I spoke with Remy, like my co-founder. I just need 2 weeks. Like, I need 2 weeks. I need to have my sets. Like, I'm having thoughts that I shouldn't be having, and this is scary, and I don't know what to do with my life anymore. And I was just tired and burned out. It was basically that. So I started working on that, and I let go of the idea, like, hey, girl, you can do everything you want in life, but not everything at the same time. You're not an octopus. It's fine. Let go of the idea. If people are gonna think like, oh no, she's not doing that, and oh, she's not already, like, I don't know, growing on social media, like, oh, it's okay. Like, you need to have priorities. And I think in my head, my priorities were everything. Still influencer, still content creator, still like this new business and being co-founder and being the business girl. I was like, I have to choose my battles, and I chose my company. It's like, it's my baby, and I love this, and I love creating content, and the internet is not gonna go away. And I can still, like, if I did it once, I can grow it twice. I know numbers might go down for a bit, but if I want to do this, I want to do this right. Yeah. So I still do content. I'm way more picky when I work with brands. Yeah. Super aligned with what I want to do. I love skincare, so I work a lot with skincare brands, like pharmaceutical brands. I'm obsessed. I love pharmaceutical skincare for some reason. It's the piece, and like, they're great formulas. So I work a lot with those, and I also made a list. What type of content is the content that it takes me less time to create? Not like, oh yeah, just to post because you feel it is like just for posting. That's what I was doing for the past year and a half, just trying to, like, but I have to get the post per day and this per day and the video per day. Yeah. Not anymore. Like, I'm gonna do it intentionally, but I have to make it long-term efficient. And I cannot keep doing videos that take me 3 days to film and 4 days to, like, edit. And I want to be the creative director, and I'm still like, no. So it was like this type of content. I left YouTube because it was the social media that was the most time consuming for me. So I was like, I'm going to tap into Instagram, TikTok, short format. It takes less time. And right now it's working good to get new audiences and reality. And that's what I can actually keep doing long term.
Yeah, there's no urgency. Yeah, sometimes when you take that urgency out, like, things also get done in a more critically thought way. I totally agree. So your days of being an influencer are which?
Thursdays and Saturdays.
Nice. So you work on the weekends, obviously.
Oh yeah, if not, I wouldn't have time to do the brand. Yeah. Definitely. All my influencer stuff, film, create, do weekends, and weekday is like, the office and this and that. And like on the weekends, well, all of the offices and manufacturers, no one texts you, and everyone is actually like, and during their weekends, you're like, I'll be home, I'll do content for the week. That's here.
I know, we're gonna dry these off. We're gonna spray them so they kind of stay
So how do you actually manage your dual life, like business girl and like doing also your art?
In terms of how I manage business first artist, I mean, I'm not as much of an influencer as you yet. Like, I'm definitely I'm, filming this podcast, which I hope to get picked up by a large brand, like a short visual series. I think is just super interesting, having these amazing stories while we're like creating together. I think it's so cool.
Me encanta.
Yeah. And I'm definitely going to try. I've been thinking a lot about how I want to go about my strategy and what ideas I want to make. And, there's like a comedy side to me. There's like a business advice side. There's a managing of artists versus, creative hustle businesswoman. There's branding, how to do, smart branding, how to strategize branding. There's so much that I have in my brain that I want to project, but I think I haven't kind of come up with a plan. So I'm really thinking critically about like how I want to move about, because I don't know, just like start making this first reel is like kind of scary for me because I have this like past life and now I'm trying to like transition. So I don't know. Do you have any advice for me?
I mean, I think you are already starting. I mean, we're filming.
Yeah, we're filming. Yes, we're filming. We're doing it.
Moving energy. I always say like it's something unconscious that you're not gonna maybe see the result like right away. Like doing the podcast is gonna be this. It's just moving the energy, and then one idea, and you meet one person, and they did it, and something is like and all of a sudden, it worked, and I did this, and I pivoted. I think the best way is just to get out there and try everything.
Totally.
And I think it's the best way. But no, you're doing it, and I think it's amazing, and I love that your Spanish is so good, and like you came here, you learned Spanish so well. So I feel like also that Spanish content is gonna be
cool.
Yeah.
You know what? It's funny because I have friends who have podcasts and they always say to me like, no, Spanglish actually doesn't perform as well because it's like people either speak one or the other, and it's like not a smart way to strategize a podcast. But I'm realizing that I think English is just stronger for me, but I think it's interesting to have English interviews with people who are in Mexico. Like to me, there's something very interesting there, but it definitely helps me connect to people more deeply here. And I love the Spanish language. I love the Mexican culture. I think there's so much to tap into. Like I'm very excited by it all, honestly. I only see good things.
And I think it's really nice, like, I don't know, it's an idea. How your creative brain from being an American actually sees Mexico, because I think we always have the perception of how people think of Mexico outside, and also like creating and brands and this and that, and like I think you have a really nice perspective, and I think unbiased of like, okay, I'm here in Mexico and I'm doing all of this, but I grew up in America and I also have like this side of my brain. So I think your creative being just have a really nice point of view, different, and I think that's your differentiator back there.
Yeah, I think it's my differentiator here.
Also, yeah,
because people are saying, you're this like American that's here, like what are you doing here? But you're working in the system. But then I think also there, like I can bring what I have made there, I think is very compelling. And I think also that's why we've kind of reached such success in so little time, is the way that I manage, the way that I work, the way that I prepare, the way that I organize is just very like, it's the American way. Like it's like very gringa, I'm so like gringa in my work ethic sometimes. And I'm proud of it. I'm super proud of it. I was working in advertising agencies, in the art world, in technology, and I learned things about, how to put together, interviews and data, but also marketing and presentations and pitch decks and, outreach and, getting to the right people and networking. I'm super excited about it.
I'm excited for you.
Thanks.
You're doing amazing, and yeah, I think you just have a unique point of view here and there, everywhere. But I love how you created this, and you can feel the Latin, but also, take whatever works from each of the cultures you're immersed in.
Yeah, I love it. Mírala.
Ella.
My turn. Super cupid. I love how this looks, with the silver. Yeah, like there's a nice vibe. Super cute.
I really like it.
Amazing. So I'm thinking we can do some of these laces. Like also we can do like a textured, like something like that.
Okay.
Something like this, like black and white, but like more trendy.
Is it crazy?
Or another color.
Like baby yellow.
Ooh.
I want a contrast.
The contrast.
Yeah.
There's like some checkered.
¿Qué? Esto es como toalla.
See, that's super cool. That's very cute. And super trendy. I think I like it.
Toalla, sí.
Okay.
Yeah, I like a towel.
So cute. I love it. It's like a light purple. It's beautiful.
Hey, I really like this one.
Let's do it. Babe, I need to get one of your lip glosses. That's a keychain.
Like
Sold out.
No. Like, remember I told you like, hey, we're sold out. We're having this. Al fin, like right now, they're at customs. Like at customs. So I don't know when they're gonna be out of customs, but probably in like a month.
Wait, me urge uno.
Yo te lo voy a hacer llegar tú, Tequila. Yo sé que me lo pediste y yo.
Es que estoy checando de que I subscribe. I'm like, I want to get the notification.
So you know what happened? Actually, so we made the order and the packaging and the formula, they're from different places. So the packaging, the MOQs were higher than the formula. So we had left over like 3,000 of the packaging. But the first time they did it in Italy, but we're changing the boxes and now the boxes are made in Mexico. So that's what I'm telling you, consistency, like it's a whole thing. So we're like, what if we get the formula, we get the packaging, we actually put the formula inside in Mexico.
Yeah.
Like just have it here.
Interesting. Yeah.
It's aduana, Mexico. It's been like another level crazy. I think it's way harder doing that than actually just like bringing the product already assembled.
Yeah.
Like way harder. So we had a thing with that. It's already here. It's just a diligence of, I want this and paperwork. Like it's on the way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh my God. Well, I hope you get it recovered because I'm dying for that product.
No.
Literally.
It's going to be here. Like
it will be in a minute. It's going to be here.
It will.
I always start with over so it looks a little more professional as opposed to under. These are so cute.
I love the laces. I love that you have those type of laces to choose.
We have every lace. They're amazing. You've never seen them?
No.
How cute. I think they're so cute. I love it.
I love them too.
So the question that we reviewed before, like what's one thing you wish you could say to your followers, but you're hesitant because of the backlash or like misunderstanding?
I mean, it's not like I'm scared to say anything. I just can think.
You can't think of anything?
Not right now. I mean, I probably have thought about it, but it's like, not this.
What about like those haters that you were telling me about? Like, do you continue to get haters? Like, what is that?
I think it's part of social media.
Yeah.
I mean, you get used to it. Now it's more of like, if it's not constructive criticism, literally, I don't reply. I just block. I think it's just part of it.
Yeah.
You know, that people that are born in between generations, I feel super Gen Z in some stuff and super millennial in some other stuff because I was born literally like I think the year or the year after it changed to Gen Z.
Yeah.
So I wasn't a Spice girl because I was way too young, but I watched my sisters. So because my sisters were older, I got a lot of like millennial stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm the youngest of my family. Like I have cousins that are like 50 years old.
Yeah.
So
wow.
I think people that are my age but have younger siblings are a little bit more Gen Z. I'm just like the in between. So I feel like the new generations, for some reason, everything has to be, I don't know if I mean, I'm pretty sure in the US you have it, that culture, I don't know how you call it, pero funar, la cultura de funar, cancelar.
Like canceled.
Cancel culture.
Yeah.
Cancel culture is like, that wasn't a thing before. Like now I see a lot of people like, getting hate and like canceling a lot of people. It's like, I think you're just sensitive. And there's like, no, right now people have, I don't know, like a voice and there's like, no, I really think you're just sensitive.
That's super interesting. So I think it is kind of like politically correctness and like this like canceled culture and like,
I think the perfect example of someone that's scared to be canceled, just like that. How can you go from Sex and the City to just like that? Like they're, like the vibe is just different. Everything's different. Like they're trying to be politically correct.
Yeah.
And like, it's not the vibe of Sex and the City. They were never trying to be politically correct.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, interesting. So how do you deal with that? Like when you get, you know, a flux of, let's say, you know, younger generational people telling you and criticizing like your content, like do you try and abide by it? Do you try and be sensitive, or are you just like, fuck it, I don't care?
Well, like I said, like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Of course. I think from a previous business that I had, that it sold so much, but I didn't have the operations and the capacity to do it. And it backlashed so much.
Yeah.
And I got so much hated. Like it was the first time I got canceled, like big time on social media.
Yeah.
I think from that point on is like, I listened to constructive criticism, but everything else, fuck that. There was like, for like 2-3 years, I didn't read any comment, and I feel bad because not even the good ones, it was just like, it doesn't give me peace of mind. I just don't read comments.
Yeah.
But
you allow comments.
What?
You allow comments.
I allowed comments, but even if someone was texting, oh my God, you're really nice, or you're really pretty, or I like your dress, or I love your content, I didn't even read those. Just reading comments was a super anxiety process, and like, I don't know.
Totally. Yeah, it wasn't calming. It wasn't exciting for you. It was more of a chore or not engaging. You didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, but when you have a community, part of it is like, of course I want to read the comments and reply and say, what do you like? And actually listen to you. But for 2 years, I just didn't do this. Like, I can't like that. I have PTSD.
100%.
My cancellation was, I don't know, probably like 5 years ago.
Ah, okay.
But it lasted for like 2 years, I swear.
Really?
Yes, I was traumatized. Like, it was something I spoke about with my psychologist.
Really?
Yes, I was traumatized.
And what were you canceled for?
So my first company was a wine company, and I partnered with a really big wine brand here in Mexico, but they have never done D2C. They've only done B2B. So when everything was proposed, the brand didn't believe in me. It was all males in their 60s, 50s that don't believe in social media. They were like, this kid selling wine and like everything. Oh yeah, just give her, yeah, whatever. They never imagined what social media is like. I don't know what it's capable of. So I haven't sold anything ever in my life. I've just been an influencer. It was the first time that I did that. And I launched and I sold like 5,000 bottles of wine on the first day. So it was like, how do you send? How do you have the logistics? How do you do anything? They
couldn't fulfill the orders.
No, and they've never done D2C. They've only done B2B. So they sell in pallets, tons of wines to like the sellers and everything. But they didn't. The ones that actually got shipped, because more than half of them didn't get shipped because they didn't even have the operations to do it, and people were expecting that, and they paid shipping and they canceled their order, but they didn't give the money back. But everything, and the ones that did arrived all broken because they don't know how to actually package like wine and glass, because they don't do that. They do B2B, not direct to consumer. It's like a whole other thing. So I trusted the wrong partners, and I also I was learning. It was a learning curve, but because people felt scam, and for some reason it was like, hey, they're not giving my money back. Of course, we gave all of the money back, but I didn't have any vote, or the money wasn't in my account. It was like on the brand's account. I was only getting 10% of commission, but my face was all over and not theirs. So that's where the problem happened. For like 3-4 months, I only had rats in my comments. All of my campaigns with the brands got canceled. I was too controversial to work with any brand. Like all of that diligence of when you get canceled.
Oh my God. But you know what? It's actually a good problem to have. Like in a way, when you look back at it and you talk about it in interviews or in other places, it's because you sold too much.
Oh, definitely.
I
don't wish that experience to anyone, but I'm quite grateful it happened to me. I feel like I'm a whole different person. I didn't believe in myself. That specific problem made me believe in myself. Like I thought I needed a bigger brand, or I needed someone else to do the work because I felt tiny and that I couldn't. It's like, I sold that. And yeah, it ruined a little bit of my influencer career and my image and everything, but I can do it on my own, and I can do my own brand, and I can do my own makeup brand because I was partnering with like big makeup brands. It's like, no, I can actually do this. And like because of everything in like, I don't know, probably that week, I learned shipping this and everything because I actually went with them like, what the fuck is happening? I'm being canceled. Why haven't you sent shit? This is happening. So they actually taught me how to create the, ¿cómo se dice? Las guías de envío.
Yeah, like shipping labels.
Shipping labels and how to do it. And like on the webpage, when they created them, they didn't like put a thing that you do on Shopify where if you don't fill all of the information for shipping, you cannot click next. So we have people saying, I'm Maria Fernanda, living Mazatlan. This is my street. How do I make a shipping label? Like to actually like revamp the webpage, do this and logistics and how to do it right and what do you need? Like it was the biggest learning in like those 2 weeks in PTSD like this. And there was like, we're not getting this done. Let's just keep the money back and lose the money and everything. And like, this is not working.
Yeah, this isn't,
Yeah, but they were like, no, we're not giving it back. It's our money. It's like, no, it's my image. Give it back. So it was like, and like lawyers and everything. So it was just like
messy,
but I learned a lot. So I'm grateful because now that I did the makeup brand, I think I had another perspective that I really liked on how I wanted to do things. So I think it was quite helpful.
It sounds also like you gained this like dependability. Like now people, when they order from you, it's like they know that that order is going to get fulfilled. It's well packaged. It's sent with care. And like you're way more like considerate about the consumer. And you're not just like, here's my image, sell, and then hope for the best. It's like, no, you want everything to be fulfilled correctly and with care because that's how you are. I think that's beautiful.
It took time because when we first launched Sarelly, we got hate for the first year and a half. Oh, there's the one who scams. There's the one who another. It was actually like, there's nothing that I can say that's gonna make you change your mind. I'll just have to say it without saying it, and that's showing up and actually doing the diligence and just wait time for people to see that this is a real business and it's not a scam and we're doing everything right. And actually a little bit of my ego, like I need to prove them. And now I know I didn't have to prove anyone. I have to prove myself. But at the time, it's like, I'm going to prove them that I can do it right and that I can be a businesswoman. Anyway, So, I think it took us a little bit of time.
Yeah.
But I think after like 2 years, no haters, nothing from the past, everything like, oh, like actually comments of like, I love how it changed. I love how this made you stronger and how your brand actually reflects on all of the details that you give. And like when you open the package, it smells really nice and the experience and blah, blah, blah. And like you're actually there. And if something happens, I show up on social media like, accountability. We had a problem and that one broke. We're giving you this, like actually be full transparent. And one of our values in the brand is transparency. I think I wouldn't have done that if I didn't have my previous experience because people value transparency. Like I tell you who my providers are, my manufacturers, how much it costs me to manufacture and what I'm gaining, and actually like kind of that Everlane system like out here in Mexico.
Yeah.
So we're like full transparency. So I think that helped also a lot.
I love that. That's super cool. It sounds very rich in learning. That sounds like it was great that it happened also in the more beginning years of your career.
Definitely, yeah.
So great.
And we like,
You're like,
all traumatized. No, but yeah. Me encanta esto. Look at all of the charms. I think it's the best charm bar ever. Honestly, everything is really, really nice. Like, this is a great experience.
Yeah, right.
Therapeutical, like you're painting, but it's also something that you take every day and you reflect your personality. And of course, like chisme all around it. Right now, I know it's a podcast, but like you actually book with a couple of people. I think it's an amazing way just to spend like your day.
Thank you. I mean, that's the goal. That's what I want people to come here and do is like hang out, come here, enjoy. We're starting to do more programming for children as well. So that's like so exciting. ¿Qué opinas? Like to add these like little thingies, así de que...
Ay, me gusta, sí.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, I'm also looking into maybe developing a digital platform that is like a gamified version. So you see all these charms on our platform and you can like, you know, drag and drop. It's kind of like a Canva, but for fashion. So you know how, you know, like there's stickers on Canva.
So, sorry, my brain's already like thinking on logistics. So logistically, you're there and you're like, okay, I want this sneakers and I want to paint them blue, and you make them for them instead of them coming for.
Well, so it would be twofold. It would either be like you save your designs, like on your Canva, you have like your designs, right? But then there's also, if let's say you want to just, if you want to click check out, we have the ability to do that. We have like a mock review, we have a team of artists, and then we ship it to you and we give you like a quote and a timeline.
I love
right? I know, and it would be like a little girl's dream. So we are finished here at Sold Out. I love the pair that we made together. I think it's, you know, this chic baby blue with all the accessories.
I'm freaking obsessed. I think it's the perfect combination of like blue, baby yellow, and like this fuzzy baby purple. I forget the name.
Yeah, like a baby purple fuzzy situation with this gorgeous orchid and some accessories behind. I think this is gonna go so cute.
Like the S charm, A charm. Yeah, I think it's.
I love it. Well, cheers, honey. We get the cheers.
Cheers. Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming. I'm really so happy to have had you. It was amazing.
And I love it. And I honestly, like, thank you for having the space and like inviting me, and for the question being like personal and nice. Like, I love questions that are human to human. Like, what do you like? What are your dreams?
What are you about? What are you working on? Like, I think it was great learning more about you and everything that you manifested and hoped. I hope it comes true. I think you're going to get into those global markets. I think you're going to get into US. I believe in you, and I think it's going to be amazing. If there's anything I could do also, just like, please hit me up. I mean, I would love to help in any way, really, for real.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Of course.
Qué emoción. Yay.